Yeah, a decent amount of time to work with still, even though they're executing kind of late into the round. 35 seconds, and Link gets that first frag, but an easy kill is coming through there. And you know, it may not be the Raze, but Nukia's good anyway. Who really cares? He's just going to flick those heads, take people all the way to the bank, finally manages to get his third in there. And he's just killing absolutely everyone. Avova, well, you know, make sure there's at least one less player for them to have to deal with, but not a huge amount to deal with here. Scream on 70 HP, Sheriff in hand. I want to see the magic happen, but unfortunately the flank is here. It's a good kill. Good stuff here.
Yeah, that was definitely a great flank there from koler. I think they knew...
Managed to gain any space. Those nades for navi are ever so problematic. But it will be Scream managing to rectify the situation. Wants to try and pick up that weapon, but unfortunately it just ain't happening. The flash, the everything denying them a chance to play it up close and personal. Oh, he finds it! And his rifle and the spike in hand.
Am I correct in saying the right click isn't nerfed in this?
No, it is. But,
okay, but Scream still makes it work.
Point blank range, like, it's still going to hit. But unfortunately, not this exact one. Things like these instead. Rolling Thunder comes in. navi is trying to keep themselves alive with that cyber cage, gives them a little bit of space to work with. I think they're no longer concussed by now, but the spray through the smoke doesn't even care. You can't see anything, buddy. And Nukia is caught out in the open. Couldn't quite get the movement that they needed, but the frags are just coming from G2 regardless. They do not give a flying mess, but, you know, Link is going to try and put those lines down. The orbital bombardment doesn't deny the plant, but does at least net them a frag. So now...
So yeah, very good round from G2.
Indeed.
However, this has so many. Who knows? But Soulcast finding Mixwell there, which is a huge pick for Liquid, giving them an advantage on defense. And Soulcast, knowing that they're sort of leaning towards the B site, you'll see the rotation coming in off A site slowly.
Oh!
Soulcast, clean with it. But Kellogg's will find the trade onto Soulcast there.
Oh, that was a disastrous usage of the cyber cage, and navi punishes it accordingly. Maybe Kellogg's finds a little bit of extra damage, but picking up the round is going to be easier said than done.
You know, you are at a loss with those half shields, so Liquid will probably take advantage of that and do a good damage here.
No, good shot from Nukier, but unfortunately navi is on top of things. Means they can pick up another frag. Keep an eye on that. Oh, look at him move on through. Kellogg's was not expecting that. The neural theft to finish off the round. Mixwell has his work cut out for him with his position known and an operator. There are going to be two different angles. The flash even comes on in. Mixwell holds it, but gets pushed, and another round on the board. Liquid bring it back 3-3.
You know, G2 have invested in this attack side. They are playing a double duelist comp, and they need to be making more room and more damage and getting more rounds with this composition, which they're not. So they really need to start getting Mixwell into this game, get him fragging out, which he will find one. He will find Yampy with a Sheriff. However, navi is there on site to hold them back, and Soulcast will take the final blow onto Kellogg's.
You know
Risky move.
I love the hustle. Yampy's also right up against it. Why would Yampy be there? That's the big question, right? I was like, what? Huh?
Can we just appreciate the sound that just came out of Root's mouth? Clip it, chat.
Good couple of frags coming through here onto G2. Liquid are very, very comfortable about this round, and they've shot down a rifle round. Obviously, very, very important. But, I mean, Kellogg's not being able to get a single frag kick could really... Yeah, okay. There is so much eco advantage now for Team Liquid.
Yeah, they've got a lot of money behind them here, and it just seems like G2 are kind of ping-ponging between eco.
Very happy to put 3 players on this B site, because the A site feels so simple to shut down. And especially when you put Scream there, you put the Fear of God into them. They can't push it. It feels impossible. So they're really forcing people out into the open and catching them off guard with a whole bait and then a switch as navi comes in and takes down 2. And, you know, last month we saw that navi was solid, but not amazing. I've been so impressed with him so far. Yampy was thinking about his util, you know, keeping his eyes on the ball, but unfortunately, Avova pushes through. And you know what? He gets a second chance. He goes for it. Kellogg's isn't expecting to be this close, and easy round again for Liquid as they're starting to take that advantage all the way to the bank. That could have been so impactful, but instead, Now that Astra's still alive, you can see that the stars are about to come down, and that's going to completely change the makeup of this push. Keep an eye on where those are going to come on in. The rocket has to come out here from Nukia, but they do get the frag in the end, which they'll absolutely take. Screw's position given away, but he doesn't care. You know what? Stand and fight me like a man, you coward. He's going to try and take those 1v1s, but at range, oh, Solkaz can't land it, and neither can Link. kyedae comes up big, and that's why you put your duelists on those initiates, because they can still frag. They can hit those shots. They can make nobody's business. Keeping an eye on the higher ground. Those smokes are just playing absolute spoiler to any sort of pressure that they want to put on in. The darts don't land, and unfortunately, it's all up to the rest of the team. Good damage. And Scream,
I'd be shocked if Scream goes in here. But it's Scream.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout. And I think Liquid are very happy to keep that one. 4 rounds on the board now for G2. But unfortunately, it's not for very long. naVi.
It's not.
It covers that one almost instantaneously. Rolling Thunder thinking about coming out for here from Link, and it could be a big deal breaker. Keep that on. Oh, satchel charge.
Cheeky little satchel.
Lukia knows that no one got hit, but Scream is still covering this angle. Keep in mind, there's a player up close and personal. He unscopes, and a vote gets 2. That's absolutely massive. It's now 2 versus 3 as a result. They found the opening. They also sorely needed Mixwell's position. Completely giving away. The Rolling Thunder doesn't quite land in time, but that will absolutely seal the deal. He gets taken down, but it's Nukia versus these 3. Oh, gets the spray on 2, but can't quite finish off the 3rd. Liquid just about win out that round. Only barely.
Scream here with the Sheriff. A very dangerous combo. But G2's sort of playing how we'd expect them to. Defensively, Scream with the flick onto Mixwell. Beautiful there. And I think that gives quite a good indication to G2 that this is going to be an A-take.
Yeah, this is going to be such a good round for them here. They're going to pick up another, take him down to 2, and G2...
That was very unfortunate, and I think naVi knows Avova's game. We all know Avova loves to come in a different entry point and get a flank on. So that's really unfortunate for naVi.
Yes, indeed. Cage goes out, they peek out, and that is a trade 1-for-1, but there it comes. Solkaz takes down Avova. But now he's got between a rock and a hard place. His sight control is completely in the hands of Liquid. They trade out all the tail of the players. They lose Yampi, but everybody else gets sprayed on down or skewered by a shot from the Marshal.
Weapon here.
Cheeky little bit of zip wire action.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's nice under there. I mean, if that's your thing, I guess. But kyedae, I mean, his thing is apparently getting hit in the head as he gets taken out, but koler holds the ground, takes down 2, looking for a 3rd, but unfortunately the Marshal comes and reaps its reward. However, Mixwell is right behind, gets sprayed out, and trades 1-for-1, and this is fine. 2-for-2. And that means that there's rifles in the hands of every single player on Liquid. They're even going to be able to take down the late remaining ones. Good stuff from G2 here.
Anyway, so a fairly even buy.
Yes, indeed. Scream.
We haven't really seen explosive rounds, have we?
No,
it's sort of been a very slow start. Yeah.
But, I mean, you've got this, which is jumping on forward. You know, you had to open your mouth, didn't you?
I think G2 said, nah, we're going to get a bit aggressive here. We're going to go all out. This is a very long save from naVi. This round is thank you, finally over. But naVi will walk away with the rifle into the next round.
For him, unfortunately, he's already down. And Solkaz is even playing aggressive on top of this wall. Didn't notice kyedae. Now knows that they're likely on the other side. They're pushing through the smoke so aggressively. And Scream even gets put down in the dirt. Avova is looking for a way to give their team that little bit of extra information as they're trying to dice up the site with that cosmic divide. However, Link is hitting his shots left, right, and center. Has even got that Vandal in hand. But Mixwell's waiting there. Good play. And they're trying to get aggressive and forward. naVi shuts it down. And this guy's been so good on the Cypher. He's honestly blown me away. Well, people can push in from a lot of different angles. That's something you've always got to be worried about here on Fracture. Campy's underneath is rotating to give their team a little bit more space, and even has got that backup coming on in from Scream. But the flash is there. It's absolutely fantastic. However, you know who's going to hit the shot right on back. Fantastic stuff here. The res comes on in from Solkaz, but Avova and koler try to punish. And unfortunately, there are too many players, and now they're up against the match point. Liquid looking comfortable here on Fracture. I mean, in close quarters, it's still as strong as it ever was, but it doesn't quite have that right click, which is ever so terrifying. Scream gets that shot to Mixwell, so, again, Liquid have brought it back into evens. However, there are 3 ultimates. The Rolling Thunder could easily be here. You've got to be very worried about kyedae, is what I would say, but he's getting picked apart. And Team Liquid right now, they are rocking on through this one. The time is ticking. G2 have to make it happen. The showstopper has to go big here. Otherwise, it's going to be nigh upon impossible. Soulcast is on the flank, takes down Cold Dementor, and now that means the controller is gone. You have so little to work with. Aggression runs on in with the Spectre, but it's a disaster for G2. Liquid shut it down 13-6. The hustle was there, but it wasn't enough to make it happen.